changes.
2023 may in fact be the single best year for Fallout 4 modding ever, as there are numerous projects slated to come out in 2023 that will basically be the quality and size of an official DLC for this game. And in this video, I'm going to highlight 3 such projects, effectively 3 free DLCs coming to Fallout 4 in the next year. And I mean, technically there's even a 4th one. Bethesda did say a next-gen update with new content is coming at some point this year, but first is Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 3. What started out as a simple mod to let your settlers build their own houses in Fallout 4 has transformed into one of the most comprehensive and really just the best mods currently available for this game. Sim Settlements 2 has of course expanded on those familiar settlement mechanics already, but even beyond that, it's also implemented an interactive new story which really functions as an alternate way to play through Fallout 4 and gives far more purpose to the gunners. Just recently, this mod team posted up a teaser trailer for the Chapter 3 release of Sim Settlements 2, and it looks absolutely amazing. The overarching theme of this chapter is going to be all-out war with the gunners. So effectively, the settlers versus gunners in a much larger capacity. But one of the things Sim Settlements 2 has been doing so well are the game integrations, and we see more of this in this trailer. This will really feel like a proper Fallout 4 DLC because it's going to be incorporated into Fallout 4's story. We can see we're going to have options to get Liberty Prime involved in this conflict, or even some synths to help us go to battle. In the previous chapter, what decisions you made during Fallout 4's main story would actually impact what options you had during the Sim Settlement story, so it almost made it feel like there was a seamless transition from official content to unofficial mod content. And even further, this new mod is going to add in new features and a ton of custom content. We can see this new laser weapon is being added. It looks great overall. We definitely need more lore-friendly weapon mods in the Fallout 4 modding scene, but what gets me even more excited is it looks like we're going to have the return of settlement conflicts. Sim Settlements 1 had the Conqueror expansion, where you could basically conquer other settlements. These would be little cities controlled by NPCs, and it seems like this mechanic could be coming back with this Chapter 3 release. And in the past, this really felt rewarding and amazing, like you'd actually assault an enemy city in Fallout 4 and get to keep it for yourself after. Sim Settlements 2 is already the best mod currently available for Fallout 4, but over time it's only getting better. There are literal mods for the mod, enhancing Sim Settlements in a variety of ways, but the other particularly exciting part about this new teaser trailer is they typically have a very short window from when they tease their next release to when it actually drops. So we may be getting our hands on this free DLC relatively soon. Although, like I mentioned before, there's yet another DLC-sized mod coming this year, and I think this is going to be one of the ones that's a pretty big surprise for some of you. But first, we have to talk about today's video sponsor, Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club that is totally free to join, and the way this is going to work is you'll get a knock at the door one day and a box of awesome will be delivered right to you. You'll fill out this quick quiz first, so the boxes will be tailored directly to you, whether that be outdoor gear, barware, or even live oysters. Yeah, you could have some live oysters just casually show up at your front door. And each box of awesome has around $70 worth of goods in it. And you'll even get a preview of what you're getting before it ships, so you can swap boxes or even skip or cancel a month whenever you want. 90% of the products come from small brands, many of which are based right here in the United States. This month, I got the Forge box, including this stunning Damascus steel knife, as well as a very handy and needed leather sheath to store it in because this thing is sharp. But my personal favorite from the last shipment is the Copper box. This includes what you need to create the perfect Moscow Mule, 2 pure copper cups for that peak taste, some ginger beer soda, and my favorite part, the ice mallet and Lewis bag. You see, the guide to a perfect Moscow Mule is some good crushed ice, and now you're going to have the tools for it. And it even doubles as a nice stress reliever after a long day. And if any of that sounds interesting to you, it gets even better. Since you are watching this video, you can get 20% off your first box of awesome by clicking the link in the description, entering code JuiceH20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/JuiceH20. But looking back at Fallout 4, another mod on the horizon is America Rising 2. America Rising is already one of the largest DLC-sized quest mods you can download right now for the game, but the author has been working on a huge update. And that update ended up becoming so big, it eventually was just spun off into its own mod. And that's how we got America Rising 2. This new mod will also integrate directly into Fallout 4's main story, and do what many fans have been waiting for years now, a way to play through Fallout 4 on the side of the Enclave, such as getting to the Institute with the help of the Enclave. It's described as having a 3-act structure that's going to follow Fallout 4's main quest, and it's going to feature many of those familiar characters from the first mod, but this time in a larger capacity, as America Rising 2 is going to have 18 quests instead of the measly 6 of the first one. And this mod, as you're starting to see from some of these images, isn't just a pipe dream. This isn't years away, as instead America Rising 2 is nearly complete. It's been described how the main Enclave questline is already done and implemented, as well as a way to destroy the Enclave is already in game if you want that route, as well as there's going to be new armors, weapons, and locations, and those too are already fully added, with just some more work being needed for clothing as well as general polish for this mod. The mod author right now describes targeting a release in early 2023, so this is yet another DLC-sized mod experience for Fallout 4 that we may be able to experience relatively soon. But that's still not everything, as there is one more DLC-sized mod project for Fallout 4 that is targeting a release in 2023. And this one you've almost certainly heard of, as that's Fallout London. Fallout London just recently posted a huge Q4 update video showcasing a ton of the work they've completed as of late. One of the most exciting things showcased are fully operational trains with the London Underground. Fallout games have a long history of explorable metros, but Fallout London is shaping up to be the first time we can actually use some trains in that metro. You'll be able to board and deboard trains at stations, and these are fully rigged and animated, so it's going to be a proper method of transportation around post-apocalyptic London. They also show off some of the new creatures and enemies being created for this mod. They have a post-bot robot that is functionally going to be male gone menacing. I really appreciate the design of this one, but what stole the show for me overall from this update video was the Naval Walker. This thing is awesome, and it really just feels like straight Fallout. It's going to be an old naval mine that had legs attached by someone. So now you're going to literally have naval mines that are going to run at you and try and explode as they get near you. I can already envision how this is going to lead to some very terrifying moments as we actually get to experience this mod, but there's also going to be things like mitten lurks, very similar to mirelurks in London. Chinese mitten crabs have taken over, and that's like a real world thing that actually happened. So in Fallout London, instead of mirelurks, we're getting mitten lurks. And even beyond those, we've seen some of the phenomenal work done on some of the level design and recreating many of the famous places that you can find in real-world London. We have the London Aquarium that now finds itself worse for wear, as well as they share pictures and images of a variety of other locations without too many details as they don't want to spoil things. And they even share some details about one of the major factions in London. The Isle of Dogs Syndicate is basically going to be a forma mafia gone post-apocalyptic. They're organized and powerful, but also find themselves at war with another faction in London due to conducting a bit of a hit on that other faction's leader. One of the things I think Fallout London is doing better than any other Fallout mod out there right now is the world building. They're creating a completely unique and interesting mashup on Fallout, but also, of course, this is the first European Fallout, so it's Fallout with a pretty notable riff on it. They've created a ton of different custom magazines for this mod, including the absolutely awesome 005 magazines, but also things like custom music. They report that Fallout London is going to feature over 100 music tracks, 40 of which will be on the radio, but also new music for each of the various factions. And their latest showcase even ends with a nice peek at a robotic boat as yet another means for transportation, and this boat seems to have a pretty nice robot captain that looks absolutely hilarious. Fallout London is yet another mod slated to be coming in 2023. I wouldn't be shocked if, due to the size and scale of this one, that it's the last to come out of these bunch in 2023. But overall, it seems like it's going to be yet another massive year for Fallout modding, which is good because the next Fallout game is definitely a ways away. Although even despite that, Bethesda games overall are thriving. You can check out this video on the crazy new announcement that just came out around Skyrim mods, but until next time, thanks for watching.